Alright, here we go. Hi, my name is Jack Dillon, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to make fancy potatoes. We just call them fancy potatoes because we personally think that they're the best potatoes in the world. Other people, they call them redneck potatoes or easy potatoes. Whatever, it really doesn't matter. They're just real easy to make. And here you need your materials. We got your aluminum foil right here. This is the main part because this is what you'll actually be cooking the potatoes in. You'll need Pam to make sure that the potatoes do not stick down at all. Your potatoes, today I'm going to be using Green Giant Idaho potatoes, but it really doesn't matter what type of potatoes you use. Just any normal different type of potatoes. We've used every different type. Butter, you could use a tub of butter like this. You know, I can't believe it's not butter. You could use sticks of butter. Doesn't really matter. You got your spices, Creole seasoning, seasoned salt, lemon pepper, a little McCormick's Grill barbecue sauce, and pepper. Okay, now we're going to start. The first thing you do is you're going to pull out your tin foil. You're going to get a nice little section. I'm going to use about, foot and a half long, just normal thing. The size of tin foil that you use, it just depends on if the amount of potatoes that you're going to use. First thing you're going to do is you're going to get the pan right on the sheet. You're going to load it up. You want to make sure that the sheet is completely covered with Pam because you do not want potatoes to stick at all. So you load it up with Pam, and then once the Pam's on there is when you cut the potatoes. Cutting the potatoes is a big part of it because you want to cut them thin enough that they will soak into the butter and will be able to take all the butter in and all your spices. So I usually will cut it right down the middle, make them, not extremely thin like you're trying to make potato chips or something, but around a 1/4 inch to maybe an 1/8 inch thin, go all the way through. For this size of a sheet, I'm only going to use 3 potatoes. I mean, it'll feed 3 potatoes. Feed three people. Nice little side. So once you got all your potatoes nice and cut up, you're gonna put them on right into the middle of your tin foil. Line it up right so it's more in the middle than anything. Squeeze it tight. Okay, now once you got the Pam down and you get your potatoes down, this is when you're going to bring in the butter. So what the butter essentially is doing, once you put all the butter on your potatoes, the butter will melt and then boil. And when the butter boils, that is what actually cooks your potatoes. So the more butter that you use, the better. If the potatoes are completely surrounded, that is the best way that you could have it. It might look a little bit ridiculous that I'm throwing this much butter on it, but the more butter, the better it's going to be. You might, have a heart attack later in life, but hey, it'll be worth it. Okay, so now once you get all your butter in there, load it up. Don't be afraid. I'm just going to keep throwing butter on there. So once you got your butter on there, now is when you're going to come in with all your spices. I will actually put a little bit more spice on there than other people because I like my potatoes spicy. So I got Creole Tony's seasoning coming right on, just right over top of the potatoes. That's good going. Now I got my seasoned salt, come right over, just right over all the potatoes, right on top of the butter. My lemon pepper. My barbecue. And my pepper. Alright, now this is another big part because you can't have any holes in the tinfoil and you have to make sure the tinfoil is completely sealed. So you're going to bring the tinfoil together, seal it down, and make sure you start pinching your edges. Now get the bottoms folded up. Make sure you got your potatoes nice and in there. Fold it up so it's like a container. Fold up the potatoes like so. So what you're going to be looking for is a little thing, a little package that looks like this. Then, an oven or a grill, turn it on to 350. You will toss them in the oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. When you know that they're done is when you will check them, open it up, stick a fork in the butter, or in the potato, and if the potato can't even hold anymore, you can't pick it up with a fork, that's when you know they're done. 45 to 50 minutes, real easy to do, and it'll make everyone think you're a way better cook than where you are. Well, I would like to say thank you, and have a great day, and I hope everyone enjoys fancy potatoes.